came across a picture from April 15th of 2019. This was right before I started my glutathione journey, and I did my journey that year for about 10 months, so a little bit into 2020 before I stopped, and then I started it back over in September of 2020, and then obviously September turned into, you know, November, December, and now here we are in 2021, May 1st of 2021. So I found the picture of where I started at, and yeah, I mean, well, right now, first off, don't look at the video that like I'm on right now, like this video for right now. I would say look at this picture. This is a picture of me right now. I took this picture. Usually when I take pictures, I feel like it shows the color better, especially when I'm using the back facing camera and not the front facing camera. So this is using the back facing camera, and then obviously we have some cardboard right there, so you can kind of do that test just to look at things, the hue and everything. And so it's like, yeah, like for legs and stomach, sadly these are like the last parts to change. So I've only been on this journey for 7 months. So you know, especially like the top of the thigh, the stomach. So I mean, this is more of like a starting point, but it shows you just like how deep. It's crazy to believe that like my face used to be that color. Now when I took this picture, my face was not that color. My face had already been bleached from the acne medications and things like that I was taking. It was mostly acne topicals, I shouldn't say medication, but the acne topicals. So but my face already wasn't this color, but the rest of my body was. And yeah, so it's like I can definitely, you know, see some difference, even though I haven't been on glutathione since April of 2019, because technically I stopped for like almost 6 months. But it's still like, why does this take so long? And then of course this video right here, you have to understand like the window's open, and sometimes I feel like the camera just like makes things look like a little lighter than they are. So if we were to make another video, I would like move over to another part of the room, so then it wouldn't get like so whitewashed. So it's like this video, it's just like it looks way too light. But yeah, this is more of close of what it looks like in real life. And sometimes I just like look and it's just like I have such a long way to go. I mean, I don't know. At least this isn't the starting point. This wasn't a bad starting point. I've definitely been darker than this. You can see from over here where like pants normally would be, like on my lower hip, that just keeping that part out of the sun, it is like a little lighter. But yeah, so like it's still like a big change, but it's not as quick as I would like. So I know that like it would just take one tan, maybe 30 minutes, and even where I am right now would change drastically. So this is this color just with making sure that I'm taking my supplements on the daily, that I'm taking those glutathione precursors, and that I'm staying out of the sun. So like this is like me trying and trying and trying. And so yeah, it's just glutathione in general, I feel like just takes forever, sadly. But I also am not on any like very aggressive topicals right now, so technically I could change this up, maybe lighten up the hue a bit with like another full body chemical peel, if I want to be out of commission for like the next 17 to 20 days. But you know, technically I could lift this again, but it's just still, you know, looking at it, you can see here from like my wrist to my hands are getting really light, and so you can kind of see the change. Versus right here where you see more of like the base of my color, and then versus like, you know, like a cardboard box, you can kind of see that there is some yellowish trying to come through, a type of glow or whatnot, but it's still just like I have a long way to go. I just don't want to get set back. I think that's the most frustrating part, is just getting set back. So I'm looking into some different topicals now. I would say very strong topicals, and we'll see where that gets me. With glutathione, it's like you can boost up your dosage, but you have to understand that to make it visible, it's good to either do a chemical peel, so you can just peel off that old layer, or to also be doing a topical that like has your cells like turning over quickly, so you're constantly getting new skin, and the old skin is constantly falling off. If you don't use any topicals at all, or any type of even chemical peel, basically your skin will take about 28 days for the old skin to come off, the new skin to be underneath. So you can see how no topicals at all can make an already long process even longer. So there definitely are ways to speed it up, but it's not as simple as just saying, okay, well, I'm going to double my dose or I'm going to triple my glutathione dose, because you would still need to get that cell turnover up so you could start to actually see the changes. The great thing about it is, for this being 7 months, so from starting over again and this being 7 months, this is good just because like it shows that like there's a strong, I guess you could say, glutathione storage limit. Like I have like a lot of it in my skin. It's just from here on out, mostly that's where I'm going to be getting like the really drastic or noticeable changes. I don't think this is that noticeable of a change. I think it's like one of those changes where like I would notice, of course, maybe people close to me a little bit, but it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing to your skin? Like, it's not that noticeable. Obviously I would like to get to that type of level, and like I said in the other video, I think to get to even of the level of where you can see my wrist a little bit. Sadly I didn't get my hand in here too much, but to more get to all over mostly this color, I still feel like it would be another 6 to 7 months of doing this, so closer to 13 to 14 months. Also, someone had said that they've been on glutathione for 12 months and if they should take a break. I've heard of people being on MSM and then taking a break for like a month and then like getting back on it. They were on like I want to say like a 3-month interval, or maybe it was a 6-month interval. I've never taken breaks with MSM. I have taken breaks with glutathione. It's not recommended that you really take a break of glutathione. You want to continue to increase your glutathione stores, and it's that overflow of glutathione that's really going to get you those drastic results. So if you're feeling impatient, I would just recommend doing a chemical peel or looking into some type of topical, something that doesn't have hydroquinone, and that will help you to start seeing all of the work that you've been putting in internally. Like, what does it actually look like? Because it takes forever for this old skin to come off, and so you have to kind of get aggressive with it, even if you're doing everything internally by the book, like making sure that you're taking your glutathione, you're taking your vitamin C, you might even be taking precursors. It's like, to still see those results, you're going to have to help get off all of these layers of the old, heavily pigmented skin. Now, I think our skin will always make some type of pigment. It just won't be as dark as it normally was, but there'll always be some melanin in it. I don't like, you would have to have like a super strong topical to remove all of the pigment. I don't think anyone would really want to do that, but I don't know, to each his own. I just like more of like a high yellow look. Like, that's just what I think is really pretty. So depending on whatever your goal is, yeah, I guess that's more important. Because for some people, I feel like the goal might just be to remove a tan. For me, I mean, my color is already pretty dark even without tanning, like without even being in the sun a lot. So it's like when I'm away from the sun and I can get kind of lighter, but like not really. My skin is pretty just, I would say, just pigmented naturally. So I have a way to go. I've come far. I mean, if I would have stuck with it the first time, so back in 2019 from April, and if I wouldn't have stopped in like February of 2020, I definitely would have been so much further, but you know, we all make mistakes. So I guess I'll just be happy to be where I'm at. And but yeah, like sometimes it's just like, can I be there yet? Can I be done?